Hello, everyone. Is my mic loud enough? Well, I figured it was time for another audio podcast episode. Catch up on a few things, chat a little. While I'm sitting here sipping some of this delicious hot coffee, courtesy of my friend Shelly. She gave me like a 5-pound bag of some of the most beautiful, tasty, rich, roasted coffee beans. Done to perfection. Thank you, Shelly. Hey, happy Thanksgiving week, y'all. Today is Tuesday, November the 21st, on a very beautiful, cool morning here in Austin, Texas. It's about 55 degrees outside. It's a little breezy. I hope you all get a chance to spend some time with family or friends and enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday and all the good food headed our way. Can you believe we're only 40 days away from the end of 2023? Was it good, medium, or a tough year for you guys? Or was it, a little bit of all three, kind of like it was for me? A nice combo, some ups and downs and lessons learned, some better opportunities, and some successes. Working with some good friends. I promise to keep this audio podcast short, but worth the listen. Chewy will want to go for a nice long walk once I'm done uploading this episode. Okay, let's go. I do want to start off by saying congratulations to all the juniors who competed in the 2023 World Junior Championships in Bolivia. Especially the kids from Team USA, who I know a lot of them, personally, and their parents from all the years of live streaming, the USA racquetball matches. Man, since 2014, I think, is when I started that. I watched a lot of the live streams from, parents and players, not just Team USA. I have some friends in Bolivia, Mexico, Guatemala that also live stream their matches, and that was pretty much who dominated the Junior Worlds, was Bolivia and Mexico. And then USA, and then the rest of the countries behind them also brought home some bronze medals as well. Team USA didn't win any gold medals, but we won, 3 silvers, some bronze medals. And the kids had an opportunity to compete on the biggest international stage and test their skills. So overall, it was great. I'm sure they met some new friends. They got to see how some high-level competition can be with just all juniors, no adults. And it's an eye-opening experience for probably some of the newer kids, especially the younger ones. And Bolivia treats racquetball as a major mainstream sport there. Media and fans greeting the players, the families, the coaches at the airport. Juniors were doing interviews for the TV stations in Bolivia. The packed crowds, the chanting during all the matches, first round to last round. All the TV stations were there at the facility doing post-match interviews with the juniors, not the pros, not the adults, the juniors, making them feel like, celebrities or rock stars. I was watching someone's live, maybe Matt Feltz, and he was showing all these reporters, and they go up to Naomi Ross with microphones and cameras and start asking her how her trip was and what she was looking forward to the most, and just bombarding her like paparazzi. It was insane. She handled it like a champ, though. Can you imagine getting off a plane, traveling, all day, day and a half, 14, 16, 18 hours, and then all these happy, smiling, jovial reporters asking you questions. Greeters were hugging you. People waving flags there to welcome you to their city. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I wish we had more of that here in the US. I would even be one of the greeters, or somebody showing up to interview the players. Good stuff, huh? I've been working on sponsors for the team 3-wall ball events for 2024. Our first event will be the AppCon MZ Company 3-wall ball beach bash. That's going to be March the 13th through the 17th. So this will be my first time to visit and play at the Garfield Street Courts in Hollywood, Florida. So I'm inviting all of you, March 13th through the 17th, Florida. Come play some outdoor racquetball right next to the beach. Max is 200 players, so get signed up. Go to 3Wall Ball, www.3wallball.com for all the 411. And reach out to me if you'd like to sponsor this event. Your support at any level will help the event, and it also helps my efforts in promoting racquetball. So reach out to me, please. Let's see what's next for racquetball for me. My Google Calendar says the Golden State Open, presented by JMB, December the 7th through the 10th in Pleasanton, California. So I'll be there joining Mark, Frank, and Sudsy Monchik. I'm super happy to be part of the Frank Hotels team. I'll be sharing photos and videos and live streaming Mark and Sudsy's matches. And I can't wait to see how the stadium court looks. Back out of storage and being used by the pros. So there's still time to sign up for that. For the weekend, even if you're not playing, just go. Just like I am, and go support your friends and support the event. Let's see. The next weekend is the Treasure Coast Series number 10 in Port St. Lucie. I won't be able to make that one, as I'll be in Roswell, New Mexico, celebrating with all of my family. My grandfather is turning 100. Born in 1923. A POW, a real American hero, and he's my grandpa. So we're going to go have a blast with him, and I'm super proud to be able to be there with him and celebrate. He still lives at home in the same house for, like 75 plus years. He's an icon. He's a legend in that town. So, by the way, does anyone else use calendar for everything? I can add anything to it. Meetings, deadlines, reminders, bills that are due, travel, flight info, all in one place. I like it. You can either use your Gmail account or any other, or just notes. Okay. All right, moving on. All right, so I put out that I was going to make another podcast. I had some friends send me some messages, and I agreed to answer a couple questions. Somebody asked me about squash making the 2028 Olympics in LA and the impact to racquetball, and asked if they thought squash would become even more popular in the U.S. Well, at every Olympics, the IOC allows the host city. Okay, a lot of people get confused about, qualifications, and yes, there are. Okay, but some people don't know that they allow the host city to select a few sports that are unique to its own culture, sports culture, things that are happening. So on this round, LA, the host city, they chose flag football, squash got in, and they brought back cricket. Kind of surprised about that one. Which is, believe it or not, cricket is the second most popular popular sport. 2.5 billion fans for cricket. Where? I don't know. Baseball, softball, and lacrosse. Soccer is the most popular fan sport. They claim like 3.5 billion fans. Side note, Google is your friend on that one. With that same question, someone also asked, I think in KRG, Keep Racquetball Greater, they posted, how important are the fans to the sport of racquetball? And that is just as important as the number of players. You know, there needs to be a push for more players, but also more fans. Fans are the ones that watch and listen, attend events. They buy gear. We cheer. We support. We scream. We yell. We cry. Fans are passionate. They're energetic. They see the highs and the lows of their favorite player or team. You know, being a fan is a sense of belonging. It's community. It's, you know, fans are friends. Fans move the needle. I'm a fan. My brother's a fan. My sister, you're a fan. He's a fan. She's a fan. Aren't we all fans of racquetball? Look how many fans other sports have. And the majority of the fans don't even play that sport. Just a few more things before I go. I want to say how sad I was about the passing of my brother from another mother, Bob Cole from Oklahoma. Bob was always the funniest and the happiest guy in the room, you know. He played in so many of my tournaments at the Maverick, and you know, he even ran his own event, the SpongeBob Classic. You know, he'd always bring Dusty, his son, to the tournaments, and always a good time around Bob. He loved his family, racquetball, cars, and he loved to make people laugh. Thank you, Sponge. Speaking of Bob's, I will be in Arlington, Texas this weekend, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, to celebrate Bob Sullen's 90th birthday party. We're going to do it with his family and friends. And for those of you that don't know Bob, he owned the Maverick Athletic Club for 38 years. He is a legend in the sport of racquetball, not just Texas, but all over the world. Literally, people have come and played at the Maverick, either just as a customer or in tournaments or shootouts or leagues or taking a lesson from a top pro. So it'll be fun to get together with everybody. I hope I see some familiar faces there. Bob Sullen's 90th birthday. Had a lot of great memories at the Maverick. I was there for 16 years working for Bob. So Bob and I are going to have a lot of good stories and some catching up to do. Looking forward to that. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you for now. I'll be back online soon with Sudsy and Simone for another episode of Beyond the Court. Sudsy and Vero have been super busy marketing and working with the Frank Hotels team, so I'll get Sudsy to carve out some time and we'll get online, hit on some major topics. I'll save my thoughts for those. There's always a lot to talk about in racquetball. Like Erica Mania finally beating Paola in Chicago, got that monkey off her back. Maria Jose Vargas winning her 6th LPRT Pro Singles title. There's only 12 other ladies in the history of the sport ahead of her with more tour titles, so that's a very special accomplishment. Kane's playing singles in Pleasanton, at the Golden State Open. Be cool to see him back, second singles event. Also, what's everyone's take on the success of racquetball in 2024? Think about that. From tournaments to clubs to the number of courts. Speaking of which, I have two friends of mine that either have or are building their own personal racquetball courts. How cool is that, huh? To have your own racquetball courts to play whenever and with whoever you want. Like the Kelly brothers and a few others out there that have their own courts. If I had the money and the space, I would do it too, in a heartbeat. And speaking of the Kelly brothers, Joe Kelly made the journey all the way to Ireland this past weekend and won the Fermoy Open. Beat my friend Johnny O'Keefe in the men's Open finals. I watched it. It was online. They streamed it. So congrats, Joe. And it looks like you had a great time in Ireland. I love my Ireland friends and family. Miss you guys. I hope to see you soon. Hopefully in 2024, I'll be back in Ireland under a little bit different set of circumstances. So congrats to Joe. It's a tough win. He had some tough matches. Maybe that's what it takes. Putting a court at your house gives you the advantage, huh? Chewy's giving me the side-eye look. You know what that means, huh? It's time to go outside and go for a walk. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Adios. I'm out.